nowhere. My name is MD. I am a Sims 4 enthusiast and content creator. Today I'm very excited, as always, because I'm gonna be talking about my BetterSims mod. So a little bit of a warning. I am the kind of person who loves sharing things, and in this video and in all of my videos, I like talking about my life, my experiences, and sometimes my videos turn out a little bit longer than expected. But because of that, I am leaving on the description all the chapters and you can see all the parts that you're interested in. But if you want to listen to my experience with this mod, then just keep watching. Today I want to tackle some topics. My first, of course, is my experience until now and my plans. The second one is how to install the mod plus the options I'm giving you starting today. The other one is how to report bugs, errors, and lapse exceptions. So because my mod is in a beta stage, this means that even if I have play tested it a lot, there are some things that sometimes don't show up in my game, and I need your experiences to improve if you're having any issues. But of course, before I upload any new update, I make sure that last exceptions and those errors are not coming up in my game, so that there's a little bit of information on that. I'm also going to talk about the Better Exceptions mod by Tmex, because this is a really useful tool that has helped me a lot finding mistakes and errors and bugs all this time. So yeah, this is all the things that I'm going to be talking about. Let's start. So the first thing I have to say about my experience is I am very surprised about the outcome of this. A little less than a year ago, I started tinkering around with mods, looking into the game files, and about 7 months ago, the idea of the BetterSims mod started forming. So I've spent some time learning and developing some systems because I wanted to bring back some things that I missed from previous games, like secondary aspirations, to improve a little bit how whims work, to rework the way aspirations work, and to add this system of preferences. That is the main thing that I have been focusing in with my mod. And after a lot of work, I decided I wanted to share this experience with all of you. I wanted more people to be part of the process of developing this mod. So I started thinking about publishing a beta of my mod. My main goal to publish this was to complete the base game module with the most important features already working and without any issues. And I uploaded a first early release on my Patreon, and then I uploaded the first version, then I skipped the second version and published the third version as a public release, the early release, and of course I uploaded my mod to Mothesims. But because it was my first upload in Mothesims, I didn't know there was a waiting time period because it needed to be reviewed by the wonderful team that's working on Mothesims. So I kind of forgot about that upload. And when I got back to it, it was already at 1,000 downloads. It was completely shocking to me that so many of you liked it. There were so many positive comments, and of course, there were some bug reports, some errors that you caught and told me about. So I looked around for everything and tried to fix every single thing, but I realized that this process is gonna take me some more time. So by that time, I didn't think about the translations and some other stuff, and my mod was a little bit incomplete, especially if you're playing in other languages. So for that, I apologize. I'm sorry. I kind of thought I would have a little bit more time to start thinking about translations, but I'm really excited and really happy that you're all liking this mod. I want to remind you guys that yes, I'm sharing this process with you, but I cannot guarantee that this mod is going to be completely flawless from the beginning because I'm still adding a lot of features. I still need to add all the DLC modules except for Get to Work and City Living. City Living is now out for Patreon. If you want to support me on Patreon, I would be extremely grateful, and it will help a lot to the process of making this mod. So that has been my experience until now, and I have been able to work really hard on this mod for the last month because I am on vacation. I am a multimedia designer student. This is kind of in line for me, and on April the 5th, I'm gonna start classes again, so I'm gonna gonna have to slow down the progress a little bit. So for this next month, I'm gonna do everything I can to fix most. I can't really say all because sometimes unexpected things happen, and the game is so big, and there are so many options in the game that it is nearly impossible to test every single situation on the game with my mods. So this is kind of a long-term process. As I said before, I need to complete my idea. I'm gonna be working on bugs, fixes, last exceptions, and improving the way my mod is working on the inside. Because I need a consistent and a really logic base to be able to keep adding more things in the future. If you want to be part of this process, you can go to the Discord, join the Discord. I'm gonna be asking questions and answering questions. I'm gonna be giving support, and also I will let you know some of the updates and things that I am working in. So this video is for the update on March 22. I know that the game patch is coming on March 23. Bunk beds are coming, and I'm really excited about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to update the game as soon as I can, and I'm gonna check if my mod works. If it does, I'm gonna let you know on the Discord, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna give you a warning and start fixing that immediately. But I know there have been some bugs and some errors, and I wanted to fix them on the schedule that I already had. You can check all the fixes on the guide that is linked in both of my download pages, on Modthesims and on Patreon. But now I want to jump onto my screen so I can show you how to install the mod and what options I'm giving you now, after some feedback that I have received about the aspirations. I created this mod folder so I can show you how to install the mod. When you download it, you will get this ER or PR BL5.zip file. This is a compressed file. PR stands for public release, ER stands for early release. And if you click it, you will see that you have this folder. You have to drag this folder onto the mod folder directly. This is how you install the mod without any changes. But because some people have said that they don't really like how I reword the base game aspirations, you can go inside the folder, you can go to default aspirations, and you can just delete this folder. If you don't like the default replacement for the aspirations and you want them to be back to normal, you just have to delete that folder and everything's gonna work for you normally. The aspirations that I added are not going to disappear because those are a big part of the main system. I want to work in a second flavor where you would just have to install one mod or the other version of the mod, but that's gonna take some time, and right now I need to be focused on the bug fixes. So until I have that second flavor, I'm gonna give you this option to remove the things you don't like. Another thing that I'm gonna be adding is the models. Today, the Get to Work model was added, and if you don't have Get to Work, all you need to do is delete it. Here's where you're going to find all the different models that I'm gonna be adding to the download. These 4 files need to be no more than one folder deep. So it means inside of the mod folder, inside of the ER or PR folder. So because of how I'm gonna be separating the default aspirations and the rest of the module, you're also gonna need to remove the default aspirations module for each expansion pack that you don't have. I don't have anything else right now, but I already organized it this way so you can follow the same instructions in the future. For those of you who had issues with the default replacement for the base game aspirations and were playing in another language that was not English, you do not need to remove the default overhaul now because I fixed the missing text that was happening for you. And there you go, that's everything about the installation. If you want to know more about the features and some things about the mod, you can go to the link I'm gonna give you right on the top corner, or you can also check my mod legacy. So you see, I started streaming this mod legacy on Discord to get a little bit more comfortable with my voice and to playtest, to find more issues and to see what was going on with my mod. and I was uploading it to YouTube. But right now, I don't think it's gonna be possible for me to keep editing that type of video for YouTube because it takes a lot of time, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to keep doing that for long. So instead of that, I'm gonna keep doing my mod legacy, where you can see a lot of the features of the mod in, how do you say, just working on Twitch. And I'm going to leave you a link in the description if you want to watch that, and if you also want to participate, because I really want to see what do you think about the things that are going to happen in that gameplay. So now let's go to the how to report bugs, errors, and last exceptions. So there are 3 types of files that are extremely useful to send when you are getting a last exception. The first one is the most simple, is the last exception that you get on the Sims 4 folder. The other one is an MC last exception, and this is something that comes with the MC Command Center mod that is compatible with my mod. And you find this one inside your mod folder. You just have to grab this, I think it's an HTML file, and you just upload it to the Discord in the support section like this. And the other one is the Better Exceptions last exception. And that file, you can also find it on the Sims 4 folder. When you have the MC Command Center and the Better Exceptions, you're gonna get those three files at the same time, referencing the same issue. And you can send any of them to me. It's gonna be useful as well. I'm also gonna keep reading comments on Modthesims and on Patreon, but this is just a little guide on what's the best way to send these last exceptions and to ask for support. So if you don't have the Better Exceptions mod by Tmex, I really recommend you to get it. Not for my mod, but in general, this is really useful when you are having issues with any mods, and if you are downloading a lot of mods, you're most likely gonna love this edition. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. You just go there and download and install it in your mods folder. Every time you install a new mod, it would be really good if you just go to this Better Exceptions notification, you open the Better Exceptions menu, and you run Patch Compatibility Scanner. It should open a report that tells you which mods have compatibility issues with the last patch update. This is the report and the result of your patch update scanner. As you can see here, it says, good news, all of your tuning mods are compatible. This is because all of my mods are updated, not just the ones that I am making, but the ones that I have downloaded, and this is a good start if you want to keep your game clean, or at least running smoothly and without issues. But this is not something that guarantees you that you're not going to get any last exceptions. You can still find some issues while playing in different situations, and that's where you get those last exceptions. And to end this video, I am just showing you a little bit of what my sim, Michaela, is doing. This is something that I am excited about. I'm growing attached to this sim. She is a collectionist. She likes collecting things. She got the curator aspiration. She fulfilled the aspiration back when I had some mistakes. I already fixed this. This is the type of things that I am testing on my own. But she is a frog seller. She breeds, takes care of, and sells cute little frogs. She has bred a lot of them right now. I didn't even know that there was a possibility to breed frogs. So because she loves collecting things and getting gems and everything, I finally played in a way that I had never played before. Hopefully this is something that helps you guys do the same. And there you go. I wanted to share with you the new sim I'm in love with. I really like her. She's got such a unique style, and this is her twin sister. I also made this hair dye, and I am working on hair dyes for every hair. The hair dyes are on the face paint category, and of course you can use the color sliders with them. So thank you all for listening today, and of course thank you for trying my mod and supporting my work. Thank you for your kind words, and I'll wait for you on my Discord. Don't forget to check my Twitch if you're interested in seeing what happens to my mod legacy. And that is everything for now. Bye!
I ain't afraid of